Hi everyone, I'm Laura from gosimpli.ca, and today I have a total body cardio workout for you that's going to burn lots of calories. We're going to be doing exercises in groups of 2, A-B fashion, 40 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. I've included both a warm-up and a cool-down. You don't need any equipment. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to get ready here with our warm-up, and our first exercise is going to be a boxer shuffle. So we'll just wait for the timer here. So we're just going to shuffle our feet side to side. I've decided, since this is a decently intense cardio workout, that I'm not going to wear long sleeves like I usually do. Hopefully I won't get so hot. It's warm here now in Canada. It takes a while, but it is getting warm. So the house is getting warmer too. Okay, next up we have a torso twist with a knee. So we're going to do 1, 2, and the third one, lift your knee. Get that torso or middle all warmed up. So while this is a pretty intense cardio workout we're going to be doing, it is not HIIT. So the intervals are a little bit longer to help boost up that calorie burn. Next up we have a walking jack. My brain didn't function there for a second. So just walking out to the side, and arms like a jumping jack as well. So next up we're going to do a squat and then a good morning. So I'll show you what that looks like. So you're going to squat down low and come up and then bend over for a good morning. So nothing too intense here, we're still warming up. Next up is a reverse lunge. So we're just going to step back into the lunge. We've got one more warm-up exercise after this. And that last one is going to be a butt kicker. So it's like running on the spot and trying to get that heel towards your bum. It doesn't have to actually kick it. You're just sort of aiming for that. Okay, great job. Make sure you've got some water nearby, and we'll go ahead and get started with the workout. Okay, I've got my water. We're going to get started, and our first exercise is fly jacks. So it's like a jumping jack, but arms are opening in front of us. Try not to let your arms sag. You don't want to be like way down here. So they should be chest height. And remember, we're doing these exercises for 40 seconds a piece. Then we get a 10-second rest. And then we go into another exercise, the B exercise. And then we'll go back and do the A exercise and B exercise again. So it's A-B format. Just a few more seconds. So take your rest here. You could be marching in place. I'm doing a boxer shuffle. Whatever works for you. Next up we have a side walking squat. So we squat down. I can fit in 3 to the side here before I have to go back. If you're lucky and you have a very big room, then you might be able to do more. And you'll notice I'm staying low the whole time. I'm not standing up even at the end. Just a few more seconds here. You can do it. Okay, boxer shuffle, and we're going to go back to that fly jack. So again, opening those arms up in front of you. Halfway. Almost done. Okay, so take your rest, and then we're going to go back to that walking squat again. Okay, move off to the side here to be ready. So squat down, walk to the side. This is my second week with this short haircut, and I've already decided I'm going to grow it out. It's great for summer, but it doesn't really feel like me. So you'll be able to go through the whole lovely pixie cut grow out with me every week that I tape. You'll be able to see it a little bit longer. There's about 5 seconds left here. Awesome, so we're done with those two. Now we're going to be moving on to a star jump with a reverse lunge. Sounds hard, but we have a reverse lunge to break it up. So star jump, and then a reverse lunge. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are still hard, but it's not quite as challenging on the lungs as doing star jump after star jump after star jump. I always try to put star jumps near the beginning of a workout when we still have some energy. Good, one of those done. Next up, we're going to get down on the ground. We're going to do a jackknife get up. Get down, arms overhead. So like you're going to do a jackknife, then come up and touch your toe. It's like you're going into a tabletop from yoga with one of your legs and then touching opposite toe to fingers. Catch your breath a little bit so that we're ready for that round 2 of those star jumps with the reverse lunge. Just a couple seconds left here. Okay, so take your 10 seconds break here. Gosh, 10 seconds goes fast. Remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath through the exercises. You're not doing yourself any favors by holding your breath. Your body needs all the oxygen it can get. Almost done here. Whew. Great job. Those ones are hard. So back down on the ground for the jackknife get up. And opposite toe to fingers. than 10 seconds. We're doing great. Okay, take a quick break. Up we have squat pops. So you're gonna squat and then pop up. And you may have just heard my knees. Apparently they'd like to pop as well. You may find you have some noisy joints too. As long as it doesn't hurt, it should be okay. However, if it does bother you, absolutely go get it checked out. Less than 5 seconds. Whew. Okay, next one's kind of fun. We're gonna do a pendulum swing with our legs like a clock, and then a side leg raise. So we're gonna go 1, 2, third one, stop and lift it up. So it's like a balance exercise as well. Hopefully you're huffing and puffing like me, and I'm not the only one here who's finding this challenging. Almost done. Great job. So we're back to the squat pops. So down and pop up. Less than 10 seconds. My legs are really starting to feel jelly. Okay, 10-second break. Back to that pendulum swing with the side leg raise. So 1, 2, raise. Ooh, I'm finding my balance is already starting to go. If you feel more comfortable, put a chair out in front of you. And that will certainly help. As I'm burning up calories here, and my body becomes more depleted, the balance starts to go. Okay, that group's done. Next up, we're doing a burpee squat hold. So it's the bottom like a burpee, and then come here and hold. When I do the hold, I'm sort of counting slowly in my head, 1, 2, 3. So it's like I'm kind of holding the squat here, hence burpee squat hold. Less than 10 seconds. Okay, next we have plank jacks. So we're going to get down into a plank and move our feet like a jumping jack. Now this for 40 seconds is really challenging. And your bum's probably going to start creeping up and you'll be doing this. Just try to keep it down, try to keep good alignment. If you need to stop and take a break, you can just rest your knees for a second and then pop back up. Almost done. Okay, great. Back to the burpee squat hold, and I'm hoping I'm not gonna lose my headband. Okay, out the burpee, hold the squat. We're well over halfway. Oh, thank goodness. But another round of those plank jacks coming up. They're hard. Okay, so legs in and out like a jumping jack. Pulling the plank with your upper body. Trying to keep that bum low. Trying to keep good alignment. Tummy tucked in. Remember, take a break if you need to. I might need to. My arms. It's my arms that are burning. Less than 10 seconds. Okay. We can do it. Which means I'm really saying I can do it. Motivating myself. Oh. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick water break here because I certainly need one. Grab a drink, come right back. Okay, we're starting right up with a curtsy lunge repeater. So we're crossing behind the body and hop. One more time and then over. So 2 repeaters and then switch. Hopefully you got a quick drink of water. That last interval was really challenging. Good news. We're definitely past the halfway point in this workout. In fact, we're hitting closer to the 2/3 mark. Okay, excellent. Next is high knee holds. So we're going to do 3 high knees and hold on that 3rd one. So it's 1, 2, hold. I am sweating buckets right now. It's running down my neck, down my back. I guess that's a good thing, right? Means we're working hard, burning lots of calories, getting ourselves in excellent shape. Okay, take your break. We're going to go back to the curtsy lunge repeater. So 2 and then switch. And you're hopping up when your knee comes up. Unless you're tired, and then you can just bring your knee up. Okay? So you can always take it down a notch if you need to, that's fine. Just try to keep moving. Okay, we're going to take a quick 10-second break again and go back to those high knee holds. So it's 1, 2, and hold on the 3rd. Excellent. Now we're going to do a wide squat, narrow squat. I'm going to try and jump them, but I'll show you how to walk it too. So to jump them, you're wide, narrow. Now at this point in the workout, having already worked hard, and with these longer 40-second intervals, this is hard to maintain. So if you need to, which I'm going to need to, you can walk wide, walk narrow, walk wide, narrow. Okay? Those legs are still getting a really good workout. And then when you feel ready, you can jump them again. Okay, next one we're getting down on the ground for a bicycle crunch. Give the lungs a little bit of a break. So the bicycle crunch, we're opposite elbow to opposite knee. We're not trying to go too fast here. We really want to exaggerate the motion. If you can, try not to pull the knee in too far, and instead get your elbow to reach to the knee instead of the opposite, with the knee coming up to the elbow. It's much harder that way. Almost done here. Okay, rock and roll up, a couple seconds rest, back to the wide squat, narrow squat. So remember, you can walk it. My body really doesn't want me to jump right now. So I'm going to take the first half of this interval and walk it. And now I'm going to jump it in and out. And it's okay to do that. In fact, by taking those little breaks in between, you can actually get your body to work harder and train it to work harder for longer. And that's the key. Awesome. One more set of bicycle crunches here. So again, remember to focus more on bringing the elbow to the knee instead of the knee to the elbow. Less than 10 seconds. Awesome job. Okay, next up we have a jumping pulse lunge. So we're going to stay for 3 pulses and then switch legs. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, jump and switch. 2, 3, jump and switch. 2, 3. So just like that. If you lose count of how many pulses you've done, don't worry, so you do 5 pulses, no big deal. Just switch it up and then do the other leg. Try and keep count, obviously, but it's not like a deal breaker if you miss count. Sometimes I feel like we're too hard on ourselves when we exercise. If you make a mistake, fine, move on. It happens. Okay, next we're doing a rolling side hip raise. So you're going to get down in a plank on your elbows, and you're going to roll and dip the hip, and then roll the other way and dip that hip. So try to stay up on your toes, but if you need to roll on your knees, that's totally acceptable. Awesome job. Okay, back to those pulsing jump lunges. And it's the last one of these. So 1, 2, 3, and switch. And then we'll have one more of the rolling side hip raise. And then we're going to do our cool down. So we are so close to the end. So your weight is balanced in between that front leg and back leg. You're nice and straight through your torso. Almost done here. Okay. We just have to do those rolling side hip raises one more time. Okay, down on the ground. Roll to one side, dip that hip, and roll to the other. Awesome. Okay, we're going to move right into our cool down here. So just take a second here, catch your breath. We're going to start off with a boxer shuffle. So if you can find the energy to shuffle your feet back and forth. If you're feeling like, no way man, I'm done, just march in place. Okay, we're doing each of these cool down exercise / stretches for 30 seconds a piece. No rest in between, just one right into the next. This is the only one that has any sort of jumping. So next up we're going to be going into a walking up and out. So just plant your feet and take one leg out to the side and back to the center. And then switch. Now again, at this point your balance is definitely a bit iffy. If you want to hold on to a chair, by all means, that's totally fine. Especially because next up we're going to do a quad stretch, first the left and then the right. And you might want to hold on to something for that. Okay, so I'm starting my quad stretch on my left leg. The left leg bent, right leg is supporting. Again, I've got my knee pointed straight down at the floor. You can be holding on to a wall, a chair, staring at a spot right in front of you, which is what I'm doing. I have to kind of focus right now. So just a couple more seconds and then we're going to switch this off to the right side. Great job. Let's switch it off. So I've got the right leg bent and stretching, the left leg supporting. Your breath should be a little bit slower now. You shouldn't be gasping so much for air. Next is an inside thigh stretch. I'm going to move off to the left side first. Gosh, I better get a snack after this. It's obvious that my body is needing some carbohydrates. So you should feel a nice stretch along the inside of the thigh there. I'm using my hands for support and for balance. And in just a few seconds, we're going to move off to the right side. Great job. I'm just going to shift over, bend down, using my hands for support. This feels really nice to stretch out those muscles after they've worked so hard. Okay, we're going to do a seated toe touch stretch. Just arms up over your head, bending forward, and grasping on to wherever you can. Might be your shins, might be your ankles, might be right over it. You might be able to like wrap right around your feet. I am always working on flexibility. There was a time where I'm really not kidding, I really couldn't get a whole lot past my knees. Okay, and our last is a butterfly stretch. So soles of our feet together. I like to hold on to my toes and pull myself down a bit while also, you know, sort of pulling my knee, using the muscles in my legs to pull my knees down towards the floor. And it really opens up that hip socket. We're almost done. Excellent job, everybody. This was a very challenging workout. Just because it's not HIIT doesn't mean cardio can't be really challenging. This was one of those workouts. I'm so glad that you stuck with me. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you again soon. To keep up to date with the latest workouts, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click like on Facebook. Have a workout request? Send it at gosimpli.ca/contact.